action-based, turn-based RPG.
Yeah, it's a turn-based
We're
RPG.
live! Yay!
They
Are we
have
live now?
fire.
Yes.
They have fire music and fire storylines.
Basically.
Okay, everybody, I'm alive, and I should
You said you were
probably...
gonna hyperfixate on that. We don't need that.
Listen, I'm alive. I may or may not be somewhat insane. I'm losing my mind. I didn't have time to get maps because guess who was doing homework still?
All of us.
All of us.
Quite
Bro.
literally all of us.
We
All of
get
us.
it.
I was doing homework until like
Last minute cramming on test corrections.
Oh god, yeah. I'm
I
retaking
have
a
to
test.
do ACT tomorrow, so I kind of had to.
Oh,
study.
buddy, I feel bad / do not feel bad. Honestly, I
Hey,
don't care.
to be fair though, the ACT is shorter than the SAT.
Yeah, that. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's get this show on the road, because otherwise Jay's gonna lose his ever fudging mind. Not that it's not gone already.
I'm so stuck on Mario. Somebody help me. Somebody make it go away.
I have one
I
solution.
don't know how.
I have a solution. Shovel.
Oh,
There's
shovel.
been an update. It might.
There's been a what?
Oh my god, we have an update. It's not just Mario. It's Bluey. The start of it is Mario, and it divulges into Bluey.
The horrible thing is there's a Bluey video game you could get hyperfixated on.
There's one for the Nintendo Switch, and I really want to buy it. I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay, guys, focus, please. I'm losing my
I'm
mind
sorry.
here. Okay. No sanity left. We're gonna see how this goes. Basically, last time, party went boat.
What?
It's the funny.
I have sanity.
It's
to
the
begin
boat. It's
with.
the funny. Anyway.
What?
Alright.
When
Party
did
went
we
on a
ever
boat,
have
sailed
to-
across the sea, sailed through a really deadly...
Santa Claus.
What?
I heard Santa Claus. I think I'm wrong.
Sailed through a very deadly portion of ocean that almost got them killed. The cleric used divine intervention. Everybody's safe. Not really. Decided, hey, we're gonna take some steps onto this new island / continent we found. Immediately surrounded by guards. Not really guards, just
Got ourselves into
patrolmen.
trouble right away.
Yeah.
Nothing could ever go wrong.
For those of you who don't know, this group is really good at doing poorly in high density situations.
We're just chronically bad at diplomacy. I should be noted by any time we're in the Elven territory.
Hey, Cerulean tried.
I think
early
they
in
all
Pride.
started it, to be fair.
Point made.
It's never our
Anyway,
fault. We're never the drama.
you guys are currently being escorted back to the village, or their village, wherever these people come from, being headed by this strange kitsune samurai who is not exactly always pleasant to be around, but you know, that's yeah. So yeah, you guys are being escorted back. Yeah. I do not have the right map. We're gonna use this because it's the best thing I can think of. Okay. So are you guys just walking in silence, or what's going on?
Alet wants to make conversation, but she's not. She can't understand them, and they can't super well understand her. And
Cerulean
she's
will act
kind of catching
as a-
details.
Cerulean will
Sylvan.
act as translator. So whatever conversation they're having, Cerulean is just going back and forth and speaking for them, so they can talk. If they
Oh, yippee! I love Cerulean. Where are we going? Are we going on an adventure? This has already been an adventure, and honestly, I kind of want a nap. A nap sounds great.
He's actually going to speak in common this time. You can rest when we get to the village.
Oh my god, you do speak common. Huh. Okay, good to know. What is this village called? For I know little to nothing about where I'm at right now.
He's gonna speak a name you don't understand, and that's because Jay doesn't have world building done.
Real.
Wow.
That is very complicated, and I'm not going to remember that, and I'm sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, I barely realized I was the one DMing until, like, early... I didn't realize I was the one DMing till earlier today, so...
It's been an aneurysm kind of a day today, okay?
It's been an aneurysm trying to figure this week out. Anyway. Back to you guys.
How far away is this village? Because I am very tired. It's a very long trip to get here.
Have some patience.
Are we close? I just want to know if we're close, that's all. That's all I'm asking.
Over the table, it's gonna be a few hours of walking. So...
Ayla is sad. Her question goes unanswered.
So... Anybody else doing anything? Now that you are being escorted by this strange mix of nightwalkers of various species and what appear to be Kitsune.
So really, just be looking around, curious about the new area.
Make me a perception check, please.
I want to perceive. I like perceiving.
Okay, for those of you who want to make the perception check, you may make the perception check.
Plus 10! 21!
Okay.
No, plus 11. 22. I lied.
Fair enough.
14.
You all scare me. Yeah. Okay. So, you can tell that the reason it's, the first thing, the reason it's taking so long is for the sheer fact that, you're being deliberately slow and quiet so that you can avoid the things in this forest. Because, like, the more you go on, the more you can, like, sense or, like, catch drifts of there are very big, very hostile things out here. And you are having to intentionally move so as not to alert them to your presence. That's it.
That's crazy, bro.
How many people can we see riding us?
At the moment, 8.
So really, it'll just be like, so, is this all of you, or...
What do you assume?
I assume it is not. I assume there are many more of you hiding in the shadows that we cannot see.
You'd
I'm
be
gonna have to agree with
correct.
Alet for that one.
Y'all are, respectfully, sneaky motherfuckers.
That's the point. In a world where everything sees you before you see it, or at least for most people, you have to learn to adapt.
Adaptation. Not something I'm great at. Not even gonna lie. Kind of bad at that. Anyways, can we get like an estimate on how many there are? Like, are we talking double, triple, quadruple, quintuple?
At least 13 of us in total.
So that's like half of the years, like double. Okay. Manageable. Ish. Manageable-ish.
If you said so. If you say so. He keeps walking.
I have the strong urge to just have a lippy little kid who's like, are we there yet?
Do it.
Time goes in silence, and then suddenly Ayla from the corner. So, how much farther?
15 minutes.
I thought you said this would... Never mind.
It's been I'm assuming that's after you guys have walked a while, so.
That's fair. It's going to be another 2 minutes before Ayla is... You said 15, right?
Yes.
Where are we at now?
13. Stop talking.
So, what exactly are you planning to do with us when we get to your village?
Need to know basis. Not for you to know at the moment.
I would kind of think it's a need-to-know basis for us, because I would like to know if I need to prepare a last will and testament.
You won't be killed. At least not yet.
Is that a pinky promise?
You can sense there's a raised eyebrow under the helmet.
Well, I have to ask, because I have to report to my deity tonight, and if I have to report and tell him I did not get a pinky promise that I would not make it to see tomorrow, or that I would make it to see tomorrow, he would be very disappointed in me, and I can't do that. I can't handle that stress right now.
Right. Well,
So is it a pinky promise?
good luck. You
Oh.
won't find deities here.
Well, I'm not gonna meet him here. That doesn't. But wait! You didn't say yes or no to the pinky promise. Will we at least see tomorrow's sun? If you can see the sun from here.
You'll see tomorrow.
Okay, great. That's a pinky promise.
He's gonna choose not to answer.
Yeah. You know, you're kind of not fun to talk to. I just wanted a pinky promise, man.
So Cerulean's gonna do a subtle point and, murmur as to not Cerulean, to Alet, and we're gonna cast Message. And we're gonna be like, keep aware if something happens, I have a plan, don't hurt me.
And now it's Ayla's turn to raise an eyebrow, and it's so aggressively raised at Cerulean.
That's all you get for now.
The walk pretty much continues in silence, and you begin to note that even these people seem to move in almost total silence. It's very, very hard to hear anything.
You guys are really quiet. This is very hard.
That's the point. Shut up.
Ayla is struggling really hard not to just say the first thing that comes to mind because she's so tired.
About 15 minutes of walking later, you guys emerge in this village, for lack of a better term, that until you were in it, you did not see it. This place is hidden well. Very well.
Sorry, may you repeat that?
This village, you didn't see it until you actually, entered it. Whatever this is incredibly well hidden.
Is it magic? Is it just natural camouflage?
Can I make a check to figure out what it is and why it was so well hidden?
Investigation.
Oh, I can't
there-
inside the village.
Investigation.
There are certain magical effects that just there's certain non-magical effects that can just draw your attention so you don't notice it. So
Investigation? I a 15 because I have no bonus to that, which is why I want it. Can I use religion?
No, not here.
Damn it.
That's why.
Damn
Okay,
it.
it's a mix of magical and non-magical camouflage. Most of it is non-magical. There's a little bit of magic here or there that definitely offsets things and makes it just that bit harder to see.
Okay.
This place is... yeah. You could have pretty much walked circles around this place without finding anything.
Fair enough.
This is wild. Your village is cool.
Sure.
Do we get to take a nap now?
You get to speak with the elder first.
Oh. Huh. But a nap sounds so nice. Also, you liar. You said it'd take us 15 minutes, and then it took us 17.
How did I know? Like above the table, he said 15, and I was like, Salem's going to say something about this.
Tough
Aelin, who
luck.
has a strangely acute sense of time, despite not being self-aware of anything else right now. I'm just saying. It took
And
17 minutes. That's 2 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
And I'm telling you to suck it up and deal with it.
Oh, you're kind of an ass.
Bro really just went womp womp.
Bro said the serious version of womp womp. Well, you know, what I'm deciding right now is you're kind of an ass.
Noted.
You know what?
Keep moving.
It may be a better idea not to provoke the people that kind of could kill us.
You know, after years of travel, death no longer scares me. I don't want to die necessarily. However, I at least know I have a great afterlife. I can't say the same about Kyrock. I've heard rumors about his and it scares me.
Cerulean says that as if the grim situation didn't happen.
Anyways, I don't think me calling him an ass is gonna get my, head chopped off. Not yet, at least. Eventually. Maybe.
Eventually, you are brought to this building that seems to be better decorated than the others, and this samurai, who you still don't know his name, steps aside and pulls open the door. Inside,
Do you have a name?
Kaito. Don't worry about it.
What? Kaito.
I will
Did I say that right?
type it out. I'll type it out.
Okay, great, because my brain did not register.
Cerulean will just step inside.
You
I get
guys
it.
step inside
Go, Kaito.
Kaito.
Kaito. I'm tired. Ah.
Like taking the word kite and adding an O at the end.
Kaito. Okay, I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I can't. I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay, whatever. You are brought inside, and you would see sitting kind of how do I explain this? Just kind of sitting on like a mat, like you know when you like in Breath of the Wild where you walk in and Impa is just sitting there.
I love her. She's my favorite lover.
It's basically just that, and you see this older kitsune, this time with 9 tails instead of I believe Kaito's is like 7 or 8. But
Black.
I'll have to go check that. It's like these very long, like well decorated and well maintained, like these very long 9 tails, and they just kind of look to you. Come in. Sit down.
Nancy.
Cerulean, just kind of following and like So being how they do things, you could just take a seat on, I'm guessing, on the floor and like cushions.
Yeah, there's cushions.
Ayla is choosing to stand because if she sits down, she will fall asleep.
Noted.
I am
I'd
so
be
sorry.
taken as disrespect.
I'm sorry. I can't. If I sit down, I'm gonna fall asleep, and I feel like that's more disrespectful than me at least trying to have a conversation.
Your group is the second group of outsiders to come to this village within the past month. Explain.
Well, first, may you tell us about the first people to come?
Yeah, someone came before us? Who came before us?
You talk first, I talk second. Explain.
We were sent on a really weird mission. I can't even lie.
They don't look impressed with your answer.
Ayla's like not even done. She's like, wait, let me explain to you, okay? We have normal lives. I promise you we do. And then one day we were sent after magical artifacts, and then they were like, hey, you need to go to this place, which is apparently on this continent. I have no clue where it is, but it's somewhere here. I'm sorry.
What
They're looking.
place?
Do they know what they're looking for?
You guys are looking for a place called the Well of Eternity.
Something called the Well of Eternity. We were sent here by an elf. Okay. I don't trust this elf. To be 100% honest, I do not want to. I'm only doing what has been assigned to me. But something called the Well of Eternity. Well of Eternity. Making friends is the best way to survive this place, I'm deciding, so.
You guys also know you're supposed to be tracking down somebody, so.
Ayla's kind of reserving that for now, because she doesn't want to admit they're on a manhunt for someone.
Well, Cerulean's not going to do the same, because she has a feeling that the first people who were here were the people they're after.
Ayla is too tired to make that connection.
Like, Cerulean, was it also the elf that sent us? Who sent us manhunting?
Tarragani.
So the elf that Ayla referenced.
Okay. And Cerulean be like, and said elf. Did they tell us why we're going after these people? I'm tired.
Because doom and destruction if you don't?
Okay.
We were preventing the whole rest of the world.
Cool. And so is Jim. You guys are talking with the elder of a village of Kitsune.
What?
Yeah. Kevin, you can't be drunk right now. Kevin, you gotta be sober.
No.
We're doing diplomacy.
Kevin is sober but confused.
We're doing diplomacy, Kevin.
Cerulean's
Yes,
gonna be like,
diplomacy. I can do that.
I would like more information now about the people who
Doesn't
said come
sound sober.
Because we were told also that some people would be coming to the same destination. However, their goals aren't as, let's just say, as generous as ours. We were kind of told to stop them.
We're trying to keep the world from going kablooey. Apparently.
Persuasion check.
Oh, bet. Pulled out my nice metal dice. Persuasion. She has proficiency in.
Proficiency.
+6 to proficiency now that we're level 18, yeah?
Should they?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That is a 28. Math.
I have.
He's gonna look at you guys. You seem trustworthy enough.
I've been told I'm a really bad liar.
Interesting.
By a lot of people. Hey, I don't like lying, it's mean.
There was a group of 4 that passed through here 3 weeks back.
You know what they were after?
Let me finish.
Okay,
A
my
man
bad.
in a red coat with a hood marked with gold.
Does that mean anything to us?
1 second. There's a lizard folk in a hat with a similar red cloak, though less ornate. And then some human with a weapon we've never seen before.
Can you describe it?
He makes an attempt to describe it. Which essentially, you recognize as it sounds like some kind of firearm. They are not very common, and only artificers are really known to use them, even then rarely.
Where's got a pew-pew? So, would we know, like, if the Red Cloaks know anything, or, like, resemble anything specific, or is that just...
Insight.
Here you go. Here you go, Aylet. You got a wisdom check.
I got you. Ready for this insight? It's gonna be the most bomb insight ever.
That one's.
Hi, you wish, Jen.
25.
Actually, it's... What's 19 plus 11? 30. 30.
It sounds suspiciously like, the people you're after.
Oh, it's the bitch! That's just Aylen's first comment. Her brain's too tired to comprehend the idea that she probably shouldn't say that.
Cerulean's gonna, like, lean over and smack her.
Ow! I'm tired. I'm sorry.
Watch your mouth.
Shut up, Kevin. I'm sorry. I apologize sincerely. I'm not aware of a sensor right now, as much as I should be. You know, this is a lot like the no-no people. Did they also... So, what did they want when they came here?
The same thing you want.
That's not good.
They were looking for the Well of Eternity.
Do you know where this Well of Eternity is?
I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. He, pauses for a moment. The single large mountain shaped like a wolf's head.
Did you also give them this information?
More or less.
Uh-oh.
They threatened my village. And personally, they had the means of following up on those threats.
Well, guys, I know where we're heading.
We gotta play catch-up now.
What's new?
We're always playing catch-up. I don't know what's new, Kevin. What's new is you're sober. That's what's new.
That is true. We should get drinks.
That doesn't sound sober.
He says this is the most sober he's been this whole campaign. It's amazing.
Also, the fact that you guys don't know if there's, you guys don't know if there is actually the tavern around here, so...
Wait, where can I get drunk at?
Cerulean would just give a absolute death glare to him.
I am not gonna go drink, I just need to make sure I can if it's necessary.
I might have ale in my backpack.
Brush!
I doubt
Don't help him!
I mean, I always carry some on me, but I have yet to drink any.
I doubt you'll find any alcohol here.
Kevin goes on his knees.
No!
I apologize about him.
Anyways, sorry.
Anyway. Why is it you seek the well?
You're supposed to prevent the world from being destroyed from some freaky, creepy monster thing. Ayla, who cannot lie and is 100% telling the truth.
Roll a question above table. Would we know, like, geographically, what direction Cerulean continent is compared to this continent?
I do.
Okay. Would we have any, general, just idea? So, like,
You could make a wild guess.
that's true, but that wouldn't help what I might,
You
like...
could. You could.
You've got a
make-
25% chance to make a random cardinal direction work.
we'll start with
You
this.
could make a nature
this one.
check.
You're gonna start with this real quick, and if we need to, I'll do that. But so, Cerulean, just like, are you aware of the other continents surrounding your own?
Some. The Veil of Storms keeps us isolated.
So that like Dead Sky Pass is horrified.
I would hope
So, my friends here, they're all from one continent. To be honest, I'm not the best with directions, so I couldn't tell you where that is compared to here. But I am from another. And supposedly, all of the carnage will originate there, should we just let it go. I have my entire family back there, and I would rather not let them die, so we are asking for your help.
I have a family. I'd like them to live too. Can we keep all
I
the
don't
families
have
alive?
a family, but I like it
That's
if people
sad,
live.
Kevin.
I was getting there. Don't cut me off.
No, it's sad that you don't have a family. You know what? You're our family now. Suck it up. It's been decided.
Oh, please no.
You've been adopted now. Suck it
You
up.
guys are great, but I do need my independence.
Hey, you can have your independence, but if you join this family, that means you also technically get grim.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I suppose you are all odd.
I prefer the word
Well-
interesting.
The well.
No, we're odd. Take odd.
The well holds a connection to the Creator and the Destroyer. A very powerful connection. It is the reason our lands are separated between the light and the dark. On this half of the continent, you will find nothing but an eternal night. On the other side, an eternal day, followed by paradise.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
One would think.
I assume this is where you tell me, like, the bad sides of it?
Nope, he stops right there.
He
Oh, okay.
pauses for a minute. It's like, our two factions do not agree. And as much as we would like to be welcomed back into the eyes of the Creator, that will not be happening.
Creator like Aether?
Yes, if that is what you
Ow.
call it.
Aether's a strange dude, I can't even lie. I met him once. I met his brother once too. They're very strange.
I suppose so. The other sighs for a minute. It's like, by law, we cannot deny people from the Well of Eternity. Thus, I suppose we will send you with an escort. Come whatever passes this morning.
Until then, do you have some place we could stay? We did just get off of a very long voyage, and I'm sure most of us want to rest.
Teleportation with a boat sucks. Don't do it.
I'll take your word for it. There's a spare home somewhere in the village. I'll have Kaito show you. But if that is all, and you have no intention of harming our people, then you will be spared.
Gotta go.
That sounds
Okay.
just fine.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys,
I just want a nap, man. Okay. Arming people, no. Nap, yes.
you guys make your way to you step outside and Kaito is there. So it seems the Elder lets you live. Very well.
So I got my pinky promise after all.
The spare home is this way. You'll all have to share.
That's fine.
You make your way over, and it's a bit old, but well kept, it seems. A bit dusty, but that's for something that hasn't been in use for a while. That's arguable. Yeah, generally speaking, it's passable. It's passable. What are you guys doing?
It's gonna go inside and just go trance. She's tired. The minute she finds anything that's relatively comfortable, even if it's the floor, she's trancing. She's like, good enough.
Okay. Do you want to actually go talk to your DD, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
She feels the need to keep him updated. Fate roll!
Oh boy. Here we
Alright,
go.
the fate's in my favor tonight. But the way my aneurysm's
No,
going, I
they're
don't
not.
think it will be. How?
You find yourself standing face to face with Grim again.
This is what? Oh no!
Fuck. Why can't it ever be Az when I want him?
Why is it always you? Why does it have to be you?
Good evening to you too.
Good evening, my ass.
Stop being mean. That's my job.
I needed to update Az, but he's not here. Where is he?
Busy. I can take a message.
With what? Busy with what?
Doesn't matter.
Does matter. Where was he busy with?
I'm not under pardon to tell you.
Well, you're boring then.
Noted.
Sorry, tired. Well, I'm not dead yet.
That's obvious.
But the people I'm with, they won't pinky promise not to kill us, so we might die. In theory.
What else is new?
That's rude. I thought it was your job to make sure that doesn't happen.
Your point?
I'm just saying it's very rude for someone who's supposed to try and keep me alive to the best of their capability, because you said so. Womp womp. Dad said you had help.
Womp womp.
Ailent without
Leave your
sleeping enough is
message,
funny.
and I'll go. And then we can both avoid dealing with each other for the time being.
But I want to talk to Az myself. Az gives me information. You just stalk away like an angsty teenager.
Tough luck, you're stuck with me.
Are you gonna answer my questions?
Depends.
Well of Eternity. I have a lot of questions about that thing.
It's a place innately connected to Aether and Dark Aether. What else do you want?
What happens? It's a pool of water, right?
No.
What is it? It's called a well.
A massive hole in a mountain?
Massive hole in a mountain. Oh, I was curious what would happen if you drank the water from the well of eternity, but that's sad. I'll never know.
There is no water.
I know. That's why I said I'll never know. Crazy concept. But it's directly connected to this monster that we're supposed to keep sealed away.
Something like that?
But we're bringing all the seal pieces directly to it. How is that helping keep it sealed away?
Figure it out.
Figuring it out, Az would tell me.
Would he?
He'd at least push me in the right direction.
Right, anyway. I'll let him know you're still alive.
Tell him I couldn't get them to pinky promise it, though.
Right. Okay.
That's a very important detail.
Uh-huh.
Why aren't you working? You're usually busy this time of night.
I was sent to deal with you. This is work.
Oh.
I am working. You fool.
Damn! That's depressing. I was hoping I was bothering you while you had time off. Well, not like you get paid to do this anyways.
He just stares for a long
I don't think
moment.
he gets paid, period.
He lifts a gauntlet and snaps.
Wait!
You are sent back.
Damn it! I had something.
What got shunted?
God damn it! I had something to give him. Now I have to go look. Now I have to go find it. Ugh. To answer your question, Jim, that is a question for the DM.
What? What is the question?
Does Grim genuinely not like Alet, or is it just... Like, what is his opinion of her?
She's the one who causes him problems.
Oh, she's like a chronic nuisance while he's trying to get.
Okay, I get that she's the problem, but does he genuinely not like her, or is it just like
He's
a
perpetually
younger sibling
tired.
type?
We'll go with
Okay.
that.
Gotcha.
He's chronically tired and has to put up with
He's
things.
neither here nor there.
He's just chronically tired, and then he gets stuck as her babysitter every time she goes there. It's really funny.
I.e., he is constantly miserable.
Because she's constantly there. Crazy!
Anyway. You guys are, yeah. Anybody else doing anything overnight?
Cerulean would kind of just... She's curious, she's gonna wander the village unless someone tries to murder her. If she tries, and then she's not going to do that. But if no one's gonna try to kill her, she's gonna do that.
Nobody seems to be trying to murder you. You're getting a lot of weird
At this
looks. Excuse me, but nobody's actively trying to kill you.
Do I see anything that looks interesting?
It's a village. It's homes. There's people. Not much. Not much.
It's truly a village of all time.
Yes, it's a village.
Do I see, like, any shops, or, like, are there none, or are they all closed for the day?
I'd say if there are any, they are closed. And it's less shops, more just, like, bartering.
Fair enough.
Like, the village works as a collective to survive.
In that case, Cerulean would just return.
Sounds like communism.
It's...
Kevin about to spread democracy over here.
It's literally a survival thing. If they don't work together, they're not gonna live.
The
So
instant
it's
Kevin...
like tribal society. That's what you're
The
saying.
instant Kevin finds any alcohol, it might as well be America and oil.
Well, that's the thing. There's no alcohol here, so there's no reason for me to spread democracy.
There's always a reason to spread democracy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the night continues on, and you all spend your night in this little community home, for lack of a better term. And only to be awoken by a loud bang at the door.
Check, I'm flipping a coin to see if Cerulean slept. She did, in fact, sleep.
That's good. That was very loud noises. Why so loud?
Did they seem...
There's another bang on
Like-
the door.
Did it seem aggressive loud or trying to get attention loud?
Trying to get attention loud.
It's open. Open the door. Come
Kevin
in.
sleeps.
Cerulean would go down and just open the door.
Ayla, who's yelling from her position. You know what? She's on the floor. She stepped downstairs on the floor. That the door was open.
The door was open. They could have just opened it themselves like a big boy.
We don't know their customs and traditions. They might need to be, let in.
That's a vampire thing.
I don't know.
Culture and traditions. It could still apply.
Everyone's culture and tradition says it's a polite thing to be let in, but I technically invited him.
Okay, but you didn't physically open the door.
So, I'm tired.
My back is sore. Everything
Maybe
is
that's a
still
part of their
spoiled and
culture, is the
teleported.
door has to be opened for them.
Kevin, I will
What?
burn all of your booze.
You wouldn't dare.
I will cook it and cook out all the alcohol, so then you're just stuck with something that tastes like it, but it can't get you drunk.
Kevin pulls out his small thing of alcohol he has left on him. I will drink this right now.
Will you two shut up?
Damn, Cerulean.
Standing at the door is Kaito.
I'm really sorry about them.
I just had to listen to this whole interaction.
Oh, it's Fuckface from yesterday. Sorry, I'm so
Aylet!
Y'all
I'm
aren't
sorry.
winning any points with this guy, I'm just saying.
Ayla is not here to win points. Ayla doesn't even want to be here. She wants to go home.
One of the few acts that Cerulean will ever aggressively make towards Alet. We're gonna cast a gust of wind, but we're gonna make it very cold wind.
Alright. It's up to Aylet how she reacts to that.
Ayla is going to shoot like this look of daggers at Cerulean, and she's like, "I just had to deal with Grim, and that's what you do."
Nice one.
He's
Kevin.
going to be guiding us. Let's
What?
make him not hate us as much as we
I will
can.
destroy every form of alcohol you ever touch.
I will turn wine to water. You will remain forever sober.
You
Wrote about a full of reverse Jesus.
underestimate my desire to get drunk.
You underestimate my desire to keep you sober.
And I've been sober this entire trip, so how about you get off of my back and let me enjoy making fun of you?
I can't let that happen. Not after 4 hours with Grim.
It was more. It
You
was
didn't
less
have
4
to
hours,
tramp.
more like 1 hour. He snapped you back, and you got like.
I know, and Ayla's
You
still
didn't
annoyed at that
have to
fact.
trance. You could have just slept like everyone else.
No. That's
Cerulean's
adhering to the
gonna pick
homework.
up her shoes that were just on the ground and throw one of it at each of them.
Can Ayla just slightly roll out of the way since she has not gotten up from the floor? She's
Dex
just been shouting to the floor the
save.
whole time. Oh, the one thing she's bad at.
Kevin's gonna let the shoe just hit him and not react to it at all.
Kevin accepts his fate, and Ayla just wants to mildly roll out of the way.
I feel like Cerulean would have just gone for a headshot, assuming you to get out of the way, and he just gets decked.
It's back in the head.
It
Oh,
bounces
I only.
off his head and
Okay,
he
you
just doesn't react to it.
I got a roll well. I got a +1 to a dex save. That's a 19. Does she roll out of the way of the shoe, Jay?
Yes, you roll out of the way of the shoe.
That's very mean, Cerulean. Your shoes hurt. I've been hit in the head with them before.
Yeah, they're not that bad.
You guys, please stop bickering.
When has that ever worked?
Kevin, has there been a day we haven't bickered?
Yeah, when everyone was gone, you didn't really talk to me all that much.
Oh, I was avoiding you like the plague.
Come over there and make you go back to sleep if I have to.
We're not even
You
bickering right now.
Up!
We're not not even bickering. We're just talking.
Will you all stop arguing?
It's kind of our thing.
It's how we
Cerulean would turn
function.
around quickly and she's like, I'm so sorry.
Listen, get your
Ayla is
things.
not.
We're going. It's a long trip. And there are things we need to avoid. So unless you want to be food, start.
Oh my
moving.
god. You got stuck as our babysitter.
You're saying that
definitely
to
needs
the
one.
man who's got a massive, like, Odachi strapped across his back.
Ayla is thinking about this, like, how Grim stuck as her babysitter when she's in the primordial plane, and she's like, oh my god, you got stuck on babysitting duty. Huh.
Also, there's no cross guard on it, so that's a very interesting looking sword. But
This is just Ayla's general statement.
Ayla, please, can you get up and go get the others? Please. You can tell
Are
that
the others up?
this interaction is killing her inside at the very moment.
Cerulean, you're
trying to
asking
make a
me.
good impression on the ancestors, and it's not working.
Cerulean's trying to be very diplomatic about this and actually trying to earn their respect. And Ayla and Kevin are being Ayla and Kevin.
Okay, Nessa. Uriel and
Ayla
Barrage.
forces herself up to go
really
get
big
others if they're still asleep.
Wait, Barrage doesn't sleep in the first place.
Yeah, but Ayla's not gonna be nice about waking people up because the floor was nice. The floor, like, she can't explain why, but it was great. Now she has to get up. So now she's kind of going on a mild manhunt for the other party members, and she's trying to figure out what corners they hid in for sleep.
Okay. You eventually rouse everybody. Kyrok doesn't seem happy about it. Even and Kiva seem perfectly fine. It's a mixed bag. Kaito's still standing at the door.
Well, I'm ready to go if you guys are.
I'm ready. The sooner this gets done, the sooner I can go home and be out of these people's hair.
Oh, no, I think they like us. Kevin says with a smirk on his face.
Ayla is not responding because she's not trying to get another shoe thrown at her by Cerulean. Ayla fears Cerulean more than she fears anyone else right now.
When it comes to appearance, Ayla is Cerulean's scary dog privileges. When it comes to actual combat and fighting skills, Cerulean is Ayla's scary dog privileges.
No, it's not even that. It's just the sheer fact that, like, Ayla will not violently react back to Cerulean. Cerulean can do whatever she wants, and Ayla would just sit there and she's like, you're too nice most of the time to do anything violent towards. Kevin, however, one toe out of line, and she's trying to rip off his head.
And
It's
Cerulean
great.
would grab her stuff and just be
Okay,
waiting right at the door.
onwards.
He begins to lead you guys out of the village into the depths of this Twilight forest. Again, seemingly picking very careful routes.
Something tells me this place is very dangerous and we don't belong here.
Oh shit.
Crazy concept, Kevin.
I'm
When
sorry,
you're
I'm
so
trying to
actually
lighten the
connect the
mood,
dots.
and then you have to insult me.
It's crazy that when you're sober, you can
Cerulean?
actually connect the dots.
Cerulean feels like the parent that volunteers to chaperone at the zoo trip while another kid's trying to jump into the lion den.
It
So real.
It does.
Like, that is just what she feels like at the moment. She's like, they're all being so stupid, and it's my job to keep them alive.
I is so over this. Okay, it's been a long day. It's been a long 2 days. She wants like actual sleep and rest. But then the most peaceful place that you want to kingdom, and then suddenly her right hand appears like, you gotta go hunt down these people and this giant monster. And she's like, well, fuck.
All right. You guys begin to make your way. Are you guys doing anything specific while you're walking?
Keeping an eye out.
Chronic
Pretty
perception
much.
check.
Okay, perception check.
My first thought was like Cerulean would be playing like her flute, but they're supposed to be quiet, and making noise is probably not the way to go. We're not gonna be
16.
doing that.
4.
Perception.
You guys can definitely tell there's things all around you. And most of them, you can tell either know you're there and are choosing to ignore you, or, like, there are a lot of them that know you're there and are choosing to ignore you. There are a few that are, like, keeping active tabs on you. And just the big ones, the dangerous ones, don't even notice you at the moment.
Ed is making the smartest life decision right now, and she will not say anything unless spoken to. She will shut up now.
Alright.
Hey, let you coward.
Does he
She's
say
gonna
that
give
out loud?
Kevin a look.
I whisper it to her.
She's gonna give Kevin a look and just start signing at him very aggressively in Draconic.
And what?
And in Draconic.
Oh, I do understand that then.
Yeah, that is your native tongue. I would hope you understand it, you Dragonborn.
Would you have learned Dragonborn ASL? Would you have learned
He
in
knows
GSL?
thieves can't. It's fine. Anyway.
She's
Jeez. Cut out.
Jeez.
I think she did that on purpose.
a bit unplugged my headset. Anyways, yeah, she's just aggressively signing to him in DSL so she can quietly communicate, but it's just a string of insults. It's not even real sentences, it's just nothing but insults.
Kevin, like, sees you start signing and he just turns his head, like, he grabs his hand to turn his head away, specifically so you notice he's not paying attention.
I feel like Alet is just signing bitch on loop.
No, the minute he turns his head around, she starts complimenting him in his skills. Anytime he looks back to see if she's still going, she switches it back to just a string of swears at him. She's bored. It's satiating her boredom and it's keeping her from asking how much farther. So
Cerulean again to Kaito is just like, I'm so sorry about them.
It's fine.
Ayla is now going on a small tangent in Elvish Sign Language about apologizing for her actions, when normally she is not the problem. She's earned the right to be the problem for this group just this once. Because often she's the one arguing for diplomacy, and she's like, just this once. I want to be the problem. I'm not being the parent this time. Someone else can do it, and it's really this time. Ha, now she knows how I feel. Ha 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 ha.
Cerulean's gonna go into Sylvan and be like, they're kind of stupid. Please take it easy on them.
Ayla defenses enough to understand what's being said. Oh, stupid! Stupid! It's
The
just,
sooner I get this done, the sooner I can get back to my family and everything. Can
Evan
go
doesn't even
well.
have to say anything to make everyone upset anymore. This is amazing.
The sooner I get you guys
Cerulean.
there and back, the sooner I can get back to my job. The sooner I can get back to my family. And everything will be fine again.
Wait, so what is even happening?
You guys are trekking across the land of the Dark Continent towards a
While
giant
being as
wolf's head
annoying as
mountain.
possible to each other.
And everybody's bullying the snot out of each other.
And Cerulean's trying to corral them, and it's going awfully.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and there's just this long sigh as he keeps walking.
Ayla is going to forget the fact that she can verbally speak for a minute and genuinely ask in sign language in common because she's switching languages so many times she's lost track of where she's supposed to be. About how many outsiders have like actually made it to the continent and made it off alive.
Ayla, you can speak now.
Very few.
She's gonna do a quick fuck you to Kevin and she's just gonna be like, oh, that is not a good sign for us. And she
Wow,
still has yet to
thanks.
say a verbal word. There's nothing verbal out of her mouth.
Last time I tried to be nice to you.
There's just an intensely raised eyebrow at Kevin. Like, that was supposed to be nice. That was pure sarcasm, but okay, we'll go with it.
Anyway.
Can Cerulean send her owl like up and try to get a bird's eye view of the area?
Yes, you can.
Okay, we're
Need
just
a
gonna do that.
I need a perception check.
I can math. That is a dirty 20.
All around you, the forest does seem to be alive. What you would first assume to be a place with little life and nothing really worth much. Suddenly, like, it's this thriving ecosystem of death. Everything, like, you see things, like, basically the way of this works is almost everything is silent and trying to avoid each other. But
Man, this place really is like the embodiment of communism.
it's silent trying to avoid each other, but the things that are there's like ambush predators, things that are actively hunting. It's not pleasant. Basically, ye who is the loudest dies first.
Meanwhile, you have an entire party making fun of each other.
Wait, since owls fly silently, can I have the owl kind of like go lower and weave through the trees and just kind of observe
out.
things closer? Yeah,
Yeah, you can.
that's just another perception check.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go like more specifically just what's directly ahead of us in the area. And we got a natural 20. The Cthulhu dice are on my side today.
Oh, the dice that Jay got you.
Cthulhu? More like ooh with Cthulhu.
I hate you.
My gosh.
Oh, it's yep, and that's on the internet now.
Forever and
It's
ever.
been on the internet.
I refuse to believe that I haven't said that in a stream before.
Oh, you have. I just
Like,
don't remember the
We
last
just have
time.
we just have to remind you when it pops back up that you've already said this and it's already on the internet, but you're just adding more.
Yep. So
why won't you give
this
me the
is
job?
my
Well,
internal
you see,
debate
there's
as a
one
DM
stream.
because I really don't want to like run more combat and anything. Since you have Kaito, it's in theory we can just time skip a lot of this because it's just a lot of walking, making camp, and avoiding creatures. Which, since you have Kaito, is
Let's go.
And bullying each other.
just stupid easy.
There's
So-
a lot of sign language bullying one another.
Yeah. So I think we're just gonna skip, if that's okay with you guys.
That's fine.
Real.
You're the DM.
I don't know. I don't want this area to go too fast, but at the same time, I'm like, this is like the shortest area out there. There isn't much here.
Because most of it is going to be walking. We've kind of,
Yeah.
already knew this.
Yeah, okay. So eventually you guys arrive at the base of a mountain. We're gonna use this, because this is as close as I can get. But you guys arrive at the base of this mountain, and
Booby.
you see, as you arrive, there's this path. You've traveled across what is apparently a set of open plains now. You've traveled across these open plains, you've seen the creatures and the unpleasantness that lives here. There's this ornate arch carved into the wall of the mountain. And what are standing guard are these two, what you would assume to be Nightwalkers. Very tall, unnaturally long, kind of gangly limbs. Their faces covered by, like, these white sheets, kind of like the Sheikah monks you see in Legend of Zelda. Except with, like, a Nightwalker rune on the front. And they are both holding these strange spears that almost seem to eat the light.
So it would be a bad idea to shoot at them.
Yes.
Ayla's going to shoot Kevin the nastiest of looks right now.
But do it, it would be fun.
Don't shoot him.
I was told to do it.
Don't do it.
Kevin's gonna ready his bow.
On the table, don't do it. Above the table, do it.
Aelin is going to put a hand in front of his bow and just stare at him like, are you fucking psychotic?
Kevin does not unready his bow.
What is wrong? Put your bow down. What is wrong with you? This is the first time she's spoken this whole trip.
Kevin now puts his bow down happily that you finally spoke.
Kaido is like, if you want to get into the well, don't.
Listen to the guide. The guide is a nice man. He's had to put up with our shit this whole time.
Oh no,
Bow
he's very
away.
nice, and I will happily try and compensate him for his time. But also, I got you to speak, so haha.
At that comment, she's going back into sign language and just swearing at him.
As you guys approach, Kaido kind of takes the lead, and he goes and... Like, the minute he steps up, both guards cross the spears. He speaks to them for a moment in Knightish, which is a language none of you would understand. Before they pause for a minute, look to each other, look back ahead, and pull the spears back. It's these very, like, simple mechanical movements. They're not moving any more than necessary. It's like, it's kind of like that eerie, like, marionette-like movement, you know?
Bro, we got that uncanny valley coming in here.
He looks to you as like, we are free to pass.
Yippee!
So I guess we just slowly start walking in, is it? I just realized, can all of us see at the moment?
Yeah, you guys are fine.
Okay.
You step into the darkness, and what is this long tunnel? Again, like, it's almost too dark to see, and even those of you with night vision are kind of struggling here, for the moment. Simply because this is magical. Not magical darkness in the sense of, like, oh yeah, it's like the darkness spell you can't see anyway, but it's an unnatural gloom that makes it kind of just difficult to perceive things in general.
Do we, can I sense any kind of, like, danger in the area?
No. There's...
Yeah.
As you go, there are a few things you begin to kind of notice, and that is, like, as you go, markings begin to appear on the walls. What appear to be depictions of, days long past. None of you would know this because it's not in recent history, but over the table, this is a chronicle of what the world was like before the Primordial War, before the events that put the current world in motion ever took place. And it starts there and kind of follows into the Primordial War, which begins to depict, there's a scene that would stand out specifically to you as you go, a scene of a wolf howling, and yeah, pretty much like a wolf howling, and what appears to be a landmass tearing itself into 3 pieces.
Well, ruh-roh, Raggy.
Certified Pangea moment.
Suddenly this all got very, very complicated.
Kaido's not saying anything.
Did you know about this stuff before we got here, or is there...
Not technically. This is my first time here as well.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is this like some wacky dacky temple shit where we have to like pick a path and just pray we pick the right one?
I don't think so. Right
Do you
now,
think they'll?
judging by the way we're going, we're ascending to the caldera.
No. Okay.
It's kind of like, okay, so imagine like the inside of the mountain is hollow, right?
Uh-huh.
So like there's a path that winds out into like this big opening, like you're standing like inside the pit of the
Oh, but then like.
volcano.
Okay, okay, okay.
So like you can see
I'm
out the
following.
top. And the mountain itself looks like a wolf's head, but it's that thing in that space that's going to be important.
Okay.
As you continue to walk, there is a tangible air of magic. Like, the magic here is dense, it's thick, you can, like, pretty much... It's uncomfortable. Like, the amount of magic that is buzzing in the air.
Bye.
Because it is, like, it is not just, like... For those of you, like, you've all been around Abram enough to know what, like, aether magic is like. This, like, there's aether magic, yeah. But at the same time, you know, you've been to, what is essentially the void at points. And you would immediately recognize the tinge of, dark aether. This is creation and destruction at the atomic level, coexisting in the same space.
How does that work?
Magic.
It is like just the presence of magic. It's not like the area is being actively like destroyed and rebuilt around you. It's just the magic is tangible. So, ladies and gentlemen, anything?
I mean, I guess like the only thing we can really do is just keep moving forward, isn't it?
Fair enough, but I was more opening it to RP if you guys wanted.
Onwards, I want to find more cool stuff.
Cerulean would just be in awe as she kind of just looks at it all.
Alright. As you continue to walk, you begin to hear like these echoing sounds that sound like at some point like one is a distant howl and then a hiss and then other noises of different creatures and whatnot, but the primary ones seem to be like these distant echoing howls.
Right. That's super spooky.
Well, that's not terrifying.
You proceed on. And yeah, as you go, you eventually, like, more, like, the longer you go, the more history of the world you begin to see. Up to, like, the time after the Primordial War, where the first, like, you see essentially what is a depiction of the choosing of the first right hands. You would see, the Phoenix War and, like, any number of, like, the various conflicts and, like, replacing of right hands, the rise and fall of kingdoms. This is, yeah. I want you guys to roll me a d20 really quickly.
Just a flat d20?
19.
Yep.
$17.
Okay. Ayla? Ayla? Alet Barrage, flat D20, please.
What am I rolling for?
Just roll me a flat D20. Also, where's Salem? I think she's dead.
She died. We didn't need her anyways.
17.
17? Alright.
Just don't take damage, lol.
Okay. Cool. Salem's dead. If she's talking,
That's
you can't hear
silly.
her. But you all begin to catch fragments of scripts in different languages. That makes reference to something called seemingly called the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin wants to run ahead.
You can do that.
Awesome. Kevin's gonna run ahead.
Alright. But, yeah, again, there seems to be this reference to this thing called, the cycle, which you can't seemingly figure out yet. It's all very confusing and, generally speaking, hard to understand in the first place. But
Specifically, Kevin's looking to see if he can find this point in history inscribed on the walls.
Kevin, you run ahead. As you run, you begin to see chronicles of your own life. The important moments, both good and bad. Meeting your party, your life on the streets, stealing, almost getting in prison, being in prison, then getting out of prison.
Oh, look, it's the first time I ever had alcohol. That was a good day.
It's all there, and eventually you do come to a point where it seems like a depiction of you reading the wall.
Whoa.
Ta-da.
Kevin just stands there and stares at the wall.
Nothing seems to continue on the wall yet. As you stare, the picture remains the same.
Look away, then look back.
Kevin does so.
Nothing has changed.
Damn.
Kevin's gonna take a rapier and, slash at the wall to see if anything changes.
Alright. Your rapier bounces off the wall. In a shower of sparks. Nothing changes. These are like snapshots and general moments in history. It's not capturing every little action. So... Alright. Everybody else, you follow up behind. And as you go, you begin to see depictions of your own lives.
It's like, do we see our own lives where they see their lives?
Yeah.
Okay.
When looking at this, you all see something different. At least at this point.
Bro, we got that one mirror from Harry Potter. Wild.
Cerulean, you see...
Oh, the mirror that shows your desires.
That one.
Cerulean, you see, depictions from your birth to the time you leave your village, to meeting your friends, and through the adventures you've been going on. Each kind of depicted in these ornate carvings.
How detailed are they? Are they like Oonga Boonga Caveman? Or like...
They're fairly detailed.
They're-
You can tell what's happening, but they seem to be kind of a tribal style drawing. Or
Okay.
depiction. But you can very easily tell what's happening.
Okay.
Barrage, you would see the same. Your creation, to the Old War, to the battles you fought in, your oath to your deity, and beyond. Salem, you still there? Hello? think Salem's dead.
Wait, Kevin gets another idea. He wants to go to one of the like previous walls with a different depiction and try carving it to change it to see if it changes like his memories or something.
Go change your birth. Do it.
You can try.
Go carve out your existence.
Kevin wants to go to the wall that specifically has his like first time being in prison and see if he can remove that from his record.
You try to take a knife and chip away at the stone. You can't get it to chip.
Dang it.
In reference, the past is set in stone and cannot be undone.
What if I paint over it? Does someone have paint?
Who the fuck would have paint?
No one has paint.
Dang it.
Also, can someone try getting a hold of Salem for me?
Yeah.
So is this stone like magically protected or is it just stone?
It seems to be inherently magical in some way.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's definitely like an interesting. Definitely interesting.
Cerulean, I got a really dumb idea.
Cerulean.
Oh, he's muted.
We're losing
I forgot I
people. They're
muted
dropping
myself.
like flies.
Oh god. I'm
Okay,
I'm currently spamming Salem's DMs with 1 through 9 over and over.
Awesome. I have a really dumb idea. So you see this knife. Can you like have your wind to like make it so it goes as fast as possible into the wall to see if I can like actually chip it into the wall?
I guess like you know, screw it. We're gonna try to torpedo
I want to see
this.
how magical this place is.
You're trying to torpedo the knife into the wall?
Yes.
Correct.
Let's see how if fate's with you. Fate is not with you. You torpedo the knife into the wall, and there's this spark of energy as your knife blade suddenly fractures into 1,000 pieces.
Well, good news. We are very safe in here from the outside world. Bad news is I'm down a knife.
How many do you have left?
Probably enough.
I've got a more than you need to worry about.
He's got knives. Knife boy.
Do we see anything further down the tunnel area thing?
It just kind of keeps going.
I guess we just kind of keep walking.
Alright. You keep walking. You guys talking to each other while you do this?
I mean,
I don't
Cerulean
like
would
this
probably-
place.
Cerulean would talk to Alet, but Salem died.
1 second.
Salem be dead. Oh, there was activity on her microphone.
Salem, I will come to your house right now.
Do not. I had to talk to somebody. I worked away. Why do I have 67 messages from you? Good lord.
Dude, and I thought I was bad. Jeez.
I did just like I went through my number pad over and over and just kept hitting enter.
I walked away to talk to somebody. Good lord.
Sorry. Ayla, as you're walking, the carvings in the wall change from a history of the world, to your own life.
She just stops. She chooses to not continue.
Don't technically have to.
The
You're getting left behind then. There's the only way is forward.
I love how the contrast between Kevin rushes ahead and Alet stops.
She just had to pause and just stare, and she's very uncomfortable, but she will continue because she has to.
Oh, like, Alet can and will just pick you up.
You see, like,
Aelin can and will pick herself up. I did not realize that was a thing. I didn't know she could pick herself up.
It's really yeah, your mom.
And womp womp.
It's one of those things, like, it's the important moments, so from birth to your exile to meeting your deity, then Arcturus and Kiva.
Nah, the minute her exile comes up, she's just not looking anymore. She's
Wait, can her meeting Kevin be on one of her walls?
Yes.
She's choosing, post-exile, she's choosing not to look at it anymore.
Like, even to, like,
She doesn't
meeting
she doesn't know it's there, but we do.
and pretty much everything that's happened since, even to this exact moment.
Listen, man, exile is not the topic she likes to cover, ever. And you put it on a wall in front of her, and she's like, nope, never mind.
Wait, I got it. Kevin's gonna rush forward and then run back to see if it changes anything.
Nope.
Does Kevin want to watch someone else's life besides his own?
It doesn't change anything. Moving on, you all begin to see the carvings kind of branch and begin to spiral around, whereas it had just been on one wall of the tunnel, it now begins to cover, like, the ground, the other wall, the ceiling. From each
Is this
moment
supposed to be
in time,
possible routes?
From each moment in time, it seems to have branched. There are dozens of paths. Hundreds, thousands. You see, like, potentially what could happen for a moment. Nothing, like...
Multiverse theory.
Not really. What it is these are any potential path.
It just depends on what...
Only one decision can be made. There is no multiverse where, oh, if we made another decision...
Oh, it's the lame multiverse theory. I got you.
There's no multiverse. It's literally just the one of these things may happen. And not every decision is depicted on the wall. There's just many depicted on the wall. You see potential futures, like... Yeah. And eventually, after a small eternity of walking, you emerge in the caldera, or at least that's the only word I have for it. The base of the pit of the mountain. Looking up, you can see, like, essentially through the wolf's jaws. Like it or not. And, like, as you continue, it's disturbing, almost. And yeah, you emerge into the caldera, and the sides of the caldera immediately catch your attention, as it almost looks like someone took the void of the night sky, like, you know, all the celestial colors and stuff, and made it into a glassy stone. Ethereal colors ripple along all of the surfaces, and you can just feel the concentration of magic. The air here is alive.
A normal life, that's all I wanted. Where am I? Wherever this is.
You wanted a normal life, but you chose to be a believer in death?
I didn't choose.
Super silly decision if someone pulled a Nim in the Forest moment and tried to cast the spell magic on the very magical place. And just destroy reality.
Will do no such thing.
Please do it.
Like, hold on. Did Kevin actually say that she chose to be a believer in death?
Yes, Kevin did in fact say this.
Ayla's gonna look at him and be like, You think I chose this? Ever? Like, this was my first decision? My first
You
choice?
could, like, stop believing.
Kevin, I owe
You
my
always
life
have a
to my
choice.
deity.
I mean,
Why-
technically, I owe my life to your deity as well, but you don't see me being caring about it.
No, you owe your life to the damn tree.
Anyway, as you look around, you hear, not one but many voices, all speaking at the same time. Like,
Oh.
Not again.
What do you mean again?
Kevin has a history of voices.
Okay.
welcome to the well.
I don't like that. That's disturbing. Now what do we do?
Perception check.
Oh, I can do that. I love that. Okay.
I
You
can
ready?
do those.
A 30, Jay.
27.
You see what appear to be two figures, like these strange, I would almost call them elemental-like figures, moving within the glassy walls.
Oh, that's not disturbing at all. It's not
Are
horrifying
you
at all.
guys the voices I'm hearing, or are those a separate thing?
Kevin, you're hallucinating, obviously.
Shut it, Alet.
Speak your name, so that we may know
I'm
your
Kevin.
story.
I am Kevin.
My name's Kevin.
Your name, so we shall reveal the truth. Kevin!
You can sense the attention of the creatures on each of you.
Are we all supposed to give our names?
Yes. Over the table, yes.
Ayla looks horrified, and she really doesn't want to. Does that include
This
first
one's
and last name?
Alet, this one's Cerulean, this one's Barrage.
No. Ayla's like, I'm making. Does this include first and last names?
What's a last name?
You get no response.
Does
guys
Kevin
all
not
have
have
family?
family name privileges?
You guys have family names?
Yes, Kevin, I am a Lunar Veil. One of the biggest families of clerics out there.
How is this the first time I've heard of it?
You do realize I'm considered. I would have been considered nobility if I was not considered a terrorist in my own kingdom, right?
No, I didn't know that because you never talk about your past.
I have talked about my
mean-
past. You just missed that entire story arc.
I mean, I'm nobility equivalent.
Well, I knew that. Like, I figured you had a family name, but...
Bro really looked at Ayla and was like, you seem like you don't have a family. What a loser.
Ayla's probably one of the most prim and properly dressed,
She's
and
like-
like has had her family crest on all of her attire.
Alright.
Your backstory didn't need to.
Hello,
Heaven
Avo.
revoked your family
You've made it
privileges.
to the Well of Eternity.
Eternity is nuts.
Well, I'm
Ayla,
Kevin, I
Been-
don't have a
been
family
asked
name.
to speak your name.
Ayla will reluctantly introduce herself.
Alright.
And Cerulean would be like, I am Cerulean Song.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I already pointed to you guys and gave your names.
But you didn't give my last name.
Barrage, Arturus, are you guys gonna speak your names?
What are we speaking it to?
The strange.
They're in the
elemental
goddamn
creature
walls.
wall.
You are at the base of this mountain looking up. It's this massive hollow in the Wolf's Head Mountain. The sides seem to be made of this, like, ethereal glass that reflects, like, pretty much the primordial plane, the void, like, the ethereal colors of the night sky, you know. You get what I'm going for.
Yeah. Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark.
I'm like, why does it want my name? What is this? Like a... Faye in the Woods type situation where,
Bro's about to steal my firstborn.
yeah, yeah.
Joke's on you, Kevin doesn't plan on having kids. He's just gonna die alone.
Rip
Hey.
Sapphire.
He's got enough alcohol that I don't think he can ever be sure of that. But then again, he does have like.
Bro about to pull a Charles?
He has he has actively negative Riz. So.
We
What
don't-
are you
we don't
talking
talk about
about? I
Charles.
have a. Wait, what is my charisma? I have an 18 in charisma.
But it doesn't matter. Your RP kills that.
Anyway.
You have the intimidation charisma, not the get bitches charisma.
I don't think he has either.
Anyway. What is your roll?
Anyway. Let me roll real quick. I have to roll through Dark Suppressor. I don't have Quest Portal set up quite yet.
It's fine.
I did an insight roll and I got a. I can math. I got a 20.
That's an amazing roll. I got a whole 13, which means I rolled a 2.
To all of you, the motives of the beings are unknown.
That's super
Okay,
neat.
I already gave
whatever.
him my name.
Whatever. Hello. I'm Arturus.
So what story did you gather from our names?
It's going to there are two. Kind of speak as one.
Wait, is it like that weird, like, they speak over each other type of thing?
Yeah.
Dissonant voices with dissonant harmony.
Creepy.
It's like, let's see who they're gonna go after. Not go after, but like who's getting the.
Ooh,
Hey,
Kevin,
one,
take
two,
Kevin.
three.
Canonically, I have the most lore, but
If it's Aelid, I'm gonna cry.
It's not.
Thank God.
They look at Barrage. Barrage, Red General, leader of the
What?
faction of the Warforged, Paladin, under the Destroyer. Your story is known to us. So basically,
Ooh.
you can assume that by speaking your name, they know everything now.
What am I thinking about right now? And she's actively thinking about how much she dislikes Kevin.
You
Wow.
dislike the Dragonborn.
Which one?
Hey!
I decided-
Racist.
racist.
The blue one.
Which one
right next to
specifically?
you.
Elf moment.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. I really don't like him.
You're the one that always drags me along to these things.
Suck it up.
Hey,
What do I think
weird,
about the other
weird
dragon
figures
boy?
in the wall. Does she actually hate me?
Me.
Aelid, who doesn't actually hate Kevin, but has a very strong distaste for him so often that she forgets that there's a difference between just being annoyed and hating somebody.
Me when
A
someone
strong
traces towards
distaste,
him.
but not hate.
What?
Ha!
What is that?
Take that! I knew you
What
had
do
a
I-
soft spot for me.
Wait, what do I think about the other dragon? No, this is Aelid just curious how much they actually know about her that she doesn't know about herself.
Over the table, what does Ayla feel about?
I will. You should know. We've written so
Oh,
many
yes.
one-shots about where they are.
Do I reveal this? Do I reveal this now?
That's your decision.
Do it, do it, do it.
I'm gonna roll. Ooh, fate says yes. You care for him in your own way.
Arturus's jaw drops.
Aelid now has to decide if she thinks these things are lying or not. No, that's not right. I can't. I'm not supposed to. No, I don't.
Deny
No.
if
I
you
think
will.
you're lying to yourself.
Denial is a river. Who is a river in Egypt? That's all I can think about right now.
Oh no.
No, you're no.
Hey, let's be honest.
I don't like him. I tried to kill him every time I see him, and I like him. No. Well, no. Yeah, no.
I mean, he is the second hand to your god. That has to, like, give him some respect points.
I respect him, but there's a difference between respect and caring about somebody.
It does not matter. Either way. Deny it. Accept it. Fate is turning.
Now I really have to go talk to him.
Man, these things are scary.
Now I really
Real.
have to go talk to him.
They look to you. You can tell their eyes are on all of you at the same time.
Wait a second. Hear me out. What if you just, like, create an itemized list of, like, all of my history for me? That would save me so much time.
Later.
Plot twist are limited to this.
No, they didn't say no.
Can you, like, send me a PDF of everyone's
No,
history?
I didn't know that was in character. That was over the table.
No, that was in character.
I didn't
That was
know
in
that was in
character.
character. I'm saying it was over the table. Anyway.
Yeah, I
They-
like to think that when they're looking through their encyclopedia or like whatever information that they have on us, like everyone else, they've got like a light novel, and then they go over to like all of Arturus's lore. And
It's like a 50-book saga.
just like, what is this?
All I can picture is all the books are like the size of a Lord of the Rings book, and they're just fat books, and there's so many of them.
It's just
Yeah.
like a library full of them. It's
Anyway.
like, what is? They gotta use the find tool whenever they want to look up stuff.
What brings you to the place
Mons-
between creation and destruction?
Monster. Ayla is so distracted by the new information that had been revealed to her about herself that she's like, monster? Question mark?
Actually, wait,
Like,
Kevin has one more question about Kevin.
Go ahead.
Does Kevin believe in gods?
Over the table. Does Kevin believe in gods?
Kevin doesn't know what he believes.
You don't know.
flip a
what you
coin
believe.
right
Okay.
now.
You have seen many things. To both.
Wait,
He's seen so much.
hasn't Kevin said that he actually does believe in? He believes in the gods. He just will never let Aylet know.
You did say that last session.
So Kevin acknowledges gods exist as like a fact, but he doesn't believe in them, or at least he doesn't believe he believes in
No,
them.
I was saying that
Kevin
like
is
you
denying.
believe they exist.
Okay, 1 second. You believe in them, but you deny them.
I knew
because
it!
you refuse to acknowledge that there is higher power.
Is that why you make so many jokes that I can just walk away from my beliefs in Azrael?
No.
Kevin
Hey,
just has a 1,000-yard stare.
funny wall voice. You're wrong. Kevin does believe in a higher power. His higher power just so happens to be alcohol.
So Cerulean would ask, do you have to be there to know like, does the person whose name is said have to be there for you to know things?
Once we have heard the name, we can tell the story. So long as we have met them, we can tell the story.
Damn it.
So yes, they have to be here. Or have been here.
They have to have been there.
Ayla is now thinking about all the things she could ask just for the sheer possibility that Grim might have been there.
Have you guys met the gods? And possibly their second hands?
We are the embodiments of eternity. We know
So
of
do you
and
or do you
serve
not know the
creator
story
and
of the
destroyer.
god?
So Aether and Dark Aether.
Yes.
So then
Dark
they're...
Aether's chill. I ran into him a couple days ago.
They're both kind of weird. Anyways, would that mean in theory you've met the right hands of the deities?
We know them. We know all of them. Every story.
Does that mean you could tell me the story of... Oh. That's invasive.
Do it.
We could tell you the story of the firsts.
What about the new ones, the current ones?
We could.
If they felt like it.
First right hand of death.
Navari.
What is that gambling man
a
about?
tiefling,
So
went
not the
insane
gambler.
and murdered
She's still
many
alive?
people,
Oh, shit.
but was chosen
Or
as
after-
the right hand.
That's horrifying. She's still alive?
Within the underworld, yes.
Shit! I have a lot of questions for Grim now. Is Grim ever going to actually answer my questions, or is he just going to be a bitch this whole time?
That we cannot answer.
God
The
damn
He'll
it.
probably avoid your questions like usual.
The future is unset. The present is being set. The past.
And the past
over.
is set out.
So wait, do you know about the time that was it Arturus? I'm pretty sure it was that like went through jumping between all of the different worlds and stuff.
Yes.
Well, he does now.
How did the gods react to that?
He met many right hands. But never the gods themselves.
Okay,
Hey.
okay. How did
Whoa,
the
whoa,
right
whoa, whoa!
hands
JJ,
react to that?
establish your canon. He met
Okay.
met
Okay,
Dark
Dark
Aether.
Aether, sorry.
But we'd already
And
met
that's
Darth Aether before. He'd never met somebody new.
Yeah.
Huh. Arturus, you scare me.
What was everyone's reactions to that? Like, did it cause chaos or?
It has caused many discussions.
Is he the new cryptid to the light-sided right hands?
Something like
Because I know... Oh, because Xenovis, Tarragani, and Grim have all met you in person. They know you're a real thing, so you showing up there does not surprise them. But heaven forbid somebody else who doesn't know you exist finds you one day.
It did surprise them. They just already they understand that I'm a real person.
Do they?
I don't know. Probably.
Probably.
I don't know. I've heard rumors about what's in the primordial plane.
It's fine.
They say this now.
Do you wish to hear more about the first right hand of death? Or are you sated?
I'm satisfied. I feel like it's invasive. I ask too many questions without her permission. I've never met this woman.
So since Alet feels bad about asking, I'll ask. Give me more information.
She was married to the first right hand of fear.
What the fuck?
A demi-wendigo female. By the name
What?
of Rosie. A dealmaker. A long-forgotten class of warlock.
Huh. Okay. This feels invasive. I mean, we're asking about a woman's life story we've never even met.
What about the current right hand of death?
He was a soldier.
Well, that much I know.
He fought in battles, was wounded, turned to death at some point or another.
What's his opinion on me? This is Aelin's now genuine curiosity.
That is for you to find out.
Hold on!
What's his opinion on Kevin?
They told her her own opinion on Grim. They don't have to tell her Grim's opinion on her.
Hold on.
What about Grimm's opinion of Kevin?
They're doing it for the memes.
But they all stare down at you. Tell us, why do you seek out the place between the past, present, and future?
Of course. That's a great question.
I mean, personally, my answers have been answered and then some. So,
Hundreds of questions, never enough answers, I was told to.
I mean that too. I was kind of dragged here by the ear.
Okay,
Horn.
snakes.
Dragged here by the horn.
It's a saying.
Well, if you're gonna say a saying, you should at least make it make sense to you as a person. You don't really have ears I can
Where?
drag you by.
You seek an answer to the darkness.
Uh-huh. Me personally, or because I was told to go find an answer to the darkness?
Probably a bit of both.
Shut up, Kevin.
Allow us to enlighten you. The creature that lies beneath the Kitsune's home is a creature that has existed since the primordial era, since the time of the primordials. It was sealed beneath the mountain as a way of keeping it locked away, as at the time, no one was willing to destroy it. It is the last possible remnant of the dragon race.
Dragon.
Are we supposed to kill it?
They pause for a minute. The man known as
I don't want to kill a
Morphos-
dragon.
The man known as Morphos intends on unleashing the creature to take revenge on the world for what happened during the Old War.
So it's either kill Morphos.
A systematic purge of the continent.
Kill
Wait,
Morphos.
is the dragon inherently evil?
It has been sealed for many years due to its destructive nature. Should it be reawakened, it would rampage the world. And everything would be again consumed in fire.
Man, I don't like fire.
You have a choice. Turn back and face the creature when it comes. Or walk forward and determine your own fate.
How strong is this dragon?
You would not be able to kill it on your own. That is why you have the pieces.
Are the pieces to reseal it?
Yes. A failsafe, should it ever be awakened. Your enemy now heads to the very sanctum in which it can be reawakened.
Is it even possible for us to catch up in time?
Yes. There is a way.
The way being. Vela is waiting so
Hey.
patiently. We're gonna have a breakdown if this is a cryptic ass answer again.
They pause for a
Oh,
minute,
back. What did I miss?
and they've been talking about the beast.
Big spooky dragon.
And they
Fun,
look to you.
fun.
When the time comes, you will have to make a decision. Or when you face Morphos, if you face Morphos.
What kind of decision?
To create or to destroy. Mercy or vengeance.
So are you telling me it's impossible to make friends with this dragon?
The dragon itself is an ancient beast. Well
I'm
beyond
not-
mortal limits.
I'm not a fan of the idea of vengeance. Mercy sounds better.
I for once agree with the cleric.
Holy shit, I didn't think it was possible. We agree on something?
You will make a choice when the time comes. But the time is not now. Take this last piece, and a crystal of what seems to be that same glass-like substance appears before you. May it guide your way.
Kevin grabs it without hesitation.
Right, you grab it. And then, there's a pause, and the eyes turn to a place you can't see. He's here. And...
Who?
Miss-
Who is he?
Uh-oh.
Are we doing combat
Uh-oh.
moment?
If we're gonna do combat, I gotta go grab dinner.
I
There's
gotta
a
like go to
moment,
bed.
really quickly, we're almost at the end of the session. I'm not gonna start combat this session.
Ah.
If
Oh, but
you
next
guys
session.
Even if you guys choose to, it's technically going to be an option. But
I just got new weapons. I am itching for combat.
54. Cerulean, you're sudden, like... Kaito is standing somewhere nearby, and suddenly you're shoved out of the way as you hear something whir and then smack into his back in the place you were standing. He, like... And you kind of tumble, you all spin and look, and he's been knocked to the ground. This massive shuriken in his back. And...
No.
Standing atop a ledge, you would see, this, tabaxi.
Kevin fires an arrow.
Close-fitting black clothes, a red scarf, and a ninja mask.
Kevin fires an arrow. And while he fires the arrow, he screams, "I couldn't pay him back for my annoyance yet, god dang it!"
He dodges really quickly, just, I missed. That's unfortunate.
Who's he aiming for?
Cerulean.
Yeah, the one that got shoved out of the way.
You see Kaido kind of push himself to his feet. It's like, you, can't be having that now, can we? And there's this flicker, and suddenly, like, there's just this spray of red as his throat's been cut. He stumbles, kind of grasping at his throat for a minute before he falls to the ground. I was starting to get annoyed with that one.
That man had a family.
And he pauses for a minute and he kind of chuckles a bit. You know, I gave you guys information under the promise that you would get a hold of me and pay me back. You never paid me back, so...
You were never easy to get a hold of.
Well.
And you know what I'm coming to learn? I really, really have a strong distaste for Kevin. And there is a part of me that would rather kill Grim than be here right now. However, I seem to hate you a lot more. Can Aelith make a move to attack him?
You can.
Now this guy's...
I'm not gonna... Don't use anything yet, because this is basically a cutscene. Again, the fight will start next session. But, what do you do? Just out of curiosity.
I'm like looking at all my silly, goofy spells that I can do. Is there any like information Aelith would have learned? Because I know this is the first time she's tried to like hurt him. It's not. I know that it's not. But like, is there any resistance or immunities to necrotic and poison I should be aware of?
Not that you know of.
Not that I know of. Cool. Aelith's gonna cast Contagion on him.
Okay, what does that do?
Your touch inflicts a disease.
Oh, you're trying to touch
Are you
him?
close enough to touch?
Yeah. So she would have to make a melee spell attack
No,
anyways.
you can't get close enough to him to touch.
Question: would you, for cutscene purposes, would you allow Cerulean to start combat in her draconic form?
I mean, I'd let you start it in draconic form, yeah. But he looked at you, he was like, you know, I was told I need to get rid of all of you. But honestly, I don't really feel like it. So...
Might do something.
Could strike a deal. One second.
Bro, you're getting cooked.
You guys give me those 4 little pieces, and, nobody else has to get hurt, huh?
Diplomacy comes before you strike an attack.
Bruv thinks he's a comedian.
You killed a man for fun. You break into my family home and try to kill Cerulean.
This is Co, not Morphos. This is...
Ayla is not happy. You just killed a man! You were told to dispose of us. People have tried to kill us, and I'm not a fan of the idea that you were told to kill us. And I don't like the idea of making a deal with you. Give me one good reason why.
Just saying. You give me the pieces, nobody else gets hurt. We all go about our business happily. Huh?
Alright, you know what? You know
Why
what?
do you want the pieces? For what purpose?
Ayla, calm down. I've got an idea.
Beat him up.
What if we hand you one?
No.
No!
Shh,
Sorry.
don't. I've got an idea.
Let me do a
You know,
thing.
it's an all or nothing deal, but I'll hear you out. What's your proposal?
You give us one, and then we can talk about the rest at a different time.
We're not giving up a piece to this man.
Don't.
Can I
Just wait.
do my thing?
1 second.
Wait, what do you mean by you give us one? We have all the pieces.
Well, we give him one, is what I'm saying. Or what I'm lying and deceiving to say. But
If-
obviously I can't
If
tell you
you're
guys
lying, I need a deception check.
that. Yeah, I got you.
He's got a lot of charisma, so he should.
That
be
is a
good.
25.
Okay. You know, that would meet parameters, yeah.
Cerulean's about to break all of this.
Okay, now Cerulean, you can go.
So, having just seen someone die in her place, there's going to be murderous intent, only seen twice before. A, when Dark Aether basically just dissed her entire family, and B, when her sword broke. She goes straight into draconic form. Her hair goes all red, her eyes kind of get this draconic look to them. She is drawing her two new swords and just making a mad dash towards him.
Well, that's answer enough for me. I say
Oh.
off with his head.
It's really, gosh dang it.
Well, seeing as we can't strike a deal, he kind of leans back. He does dodge your initial go, Cerulean, and kind of shimmers into another place. I guess we'll have us some fun. And that's where we'll end up.